Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everyone. I'm back. Thomas DeVisser. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you. Yeah, it's been a minute, hasn't it? It's been 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I was supposed to stream last week, but honestly, jet lag kicked me in my teeth, so I was not really able to do that last week. So anyway, so this week is I'm going to be going through the features. So I missed two versions of the Gutenberg plugin that were released, 15.1 and 15.2. So we're going to look through some of the features in there. We're going to look at some we're going to focus sort of on the highlights, and we'll poke around in the interface and stuff like that. But then we're also going to look at some code. Well, not code, but like developer focused stuff. There's some cool stuff in 15.2 that we as block developers will probably appreciate. So yeah. And if you have any questions or anything, drop it in the chat. And if you whatever, just say hi. Just say hi. And I have to say this. I got to meet the lovely and talented Kevin Batdorf in person when I was at WordCamp Asia. It was a life-changing experience. This is for you, Kevin. This is for you. I don't even know if you're here, but I think he's still in Thailand. But yeah, it was fun. It's good hanging out with him. Anyhow, let's do this. Okay, cool. So let's look. So 15.1, the release notes was here. This was released on the 8th of February. I'm just going to drop I'll post. This is on make.wordpress.org. Every release, there's a post that goes along with it. So there's some cool things that we can look at here. So the Openverse integration in the inserter, which is pretty neat. So if you're not familiar with Openverse, it's sort of like the open source image stuff. That's such a technical term. So now it's in the editor. So if we go into the posts, I do posts. I'm gonna go like this. I'll call this one a GB 15.1 and 15.2 review. Right, now what happens if I do this? We've got media. Oh, cool. So now we can come into the Openverse and we can look for clowns, and we can insert an image. That is the most terrifying thing ever. We're gonna insert that one too. Yeah, so now so these are all free and open source, the Creative Commons license. So this is going to be super handy for those who need imagery and want to plunk it into their post. So we're going to just get rid of this because it's terrifying. Now my question is, let's look. Does that just get linked to, or is it actually in the media library? Let's look. It's not in the media library. Oh, look who is in the media library. Oh, Kevin. So it must just get linked. Let's see. So yeah, it must just be. What does this do? No. Cool. Yeah. So it must just be a link directly to it wherever it's hosted on the interwebs. Let's look. So I look at the post at the front end. I'm just going to inspect this real quick. We have to zoom that in. Let's see. So yeah. Image decode. Oh, interesting. So images.rawpixel.com. This must be where it must be served from the Openverse servers. So cool. So it's not actually part of your media library. So that's something to keep in mind. So we're insert that, and it might take a second to load. Cool. So that's pretty neat. What's the next one? Global style support now supports shadow presets. So this is cool. So a few versions ago, 14.9, I can't remember, that we as developers had the ability to define shadows in our theme.json, which I did a little short on that in my YouTube channel, which is, I think this works. It's here, and this is a shameless self-promotion. So go take a look at that right now. Right meow. It's my Super Troopers reference for the day. Yeah, so now it looks like we have the ability to actually define that. So where do we find that? So that would be under site editor, be appearance, be editor. And we'll go to, oh, this is slick. Templates, single, edit the single, global styles. We're over here now. So browse styles. So how do I get there? I don't know how to get there. I have to look. Let's look at the thing here. Oops. So styles, shadow. Let's look at this video. Okay, styles, shadow. So let's go over here. Browse styles? Not browse. Interesting. What's this? That's the style book. Huh. Hey, Corey, how's it going? So, typography, colors. Why am I not seeing shadow? What have I done? What have I done? Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm in the wrong spot. Colors, palette, 17 colors. No palette. Well, thanks for coming. Thanks for coming, my friend. I really appreciate you being here. I am not finding how to get to the shadows stuff. Is this view? No. Am I just maybe in the wrong spot? Let's look. Okay. So, access to the shadows view at a global assessment add to Gutenberg. There are 4 shadow presets now. Okay. So button. So how do I? Oh, maybe. Okay. I don't know. Hold on. Let's find it. If I grab this, go here. Press. In there, maybe? No. Additional CSS. It's just like the additional CSS. The welcome guide. No, I don't want the welcome guide. Get out of here. Go back. On the bottom. This one? Hit blocks. Hit blocks. Blocks. Oh, blocks? Is that what you're thinking? Down in here somewhere? Let's look. Paragraph. Additional block CSS. That's not it. Typography. Colors. No, see, this should be defining these somewhere. Maybe I'm just looking in the wrong spot here. Shadow's probably not on paragraph. Yeah, you're probably right. No, I gotta be like that. Skin. Variations. Typography border. What's the example that they're showing here? Let's see. This doesn't seem right. Call to action. So it's a button. Is that a button? I'm assuming that's a button. Let's find a button block. Button. There we go. Border, shadow. There it is. Okay, so it's on a per block. It's on a per block level. Okay, that's cool. Thank you, Tom, for showing me the way. Wish it's a bit more general. Well, it is a bit more general in the sense of like these can be defined. They can still be defined in your theme.json, right? So let's look at the shadow options that we have. Where's the button? I don't even know. Where's that button block? Maybe I don't have a button block on here. It's pretty cool looking though. So those are the predefined ones, but you can still with your. But I guess it makes sense to not have shadow options. Yeah. Yeah, it's sort of like, so you can define this in your theme.json, but you can't define new ones, can you? No, you can't define new ones. Reset. You can choose the ones that are existing, right? And new and customs can be defined in your theme.json. So if you remember, I had some code running here. So where did all that go? Sorry, bear with 1 second. I think, was it 14.9? I can't remember which one it was, but I think I put it in my Twitch theme. You can add new ones, but through your, I mean, I'm making this up. I don't really know. So we have some, where am I here? Shadow. So these are the example ones. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to add my own. So let's take a look. So I don't think no, I'm not. So I'm going to just come back in here. Come back. My appearance, I'm going to go into my theme. If you want to, we can add border. Well, that's not on the bottom. So I'm going to add my Twitch theme, which is right here. So this should now. So if I look at this, I have my like Twitch, right? So we'll call it that. And whatever. I don't know what we're going to do it here. FF9900, which I don't know what that color is, but we're going to go with it. So I come into like, if I just come edit one of my templates, I should be able to get into, is it block? No, I should be able to get my global styles, and I should be able to come into blocks, go to the button. Where's the button? Hello, button. 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 All right, we should have shadow. Let's see what we got here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Slug is going to be Twitch theme. I'm pretty sure that this is reintroducing this. I'm going to just reload this page entirely. Got to run how good. Thanks, Corey. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you. I'm going to jump back in here. I'm going to go into blocks. Going to go into button block, and I should have borders. No, not borders. Should have shadows. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And so that is this one. But for whatever reason, the color is not doing what I wanted to do. We're going to do this. I'm just going to make it red. Now, wait a second. Do I have to... It's going to refresh the page. It's not showing red for whatever reason. You know what it else is not showing? I don't know. I have no idea what this preset is called. No idea what this preset is called. Does it tell me? So if I save that, yeah, sure, save that, and I come to my button here. Can I inspect this? There should have a class assigned to it somewhere. Should I not? What is this? This is selected by. Might have to be this on the front end. What am I? Let's take a look here. It's the header. Let's see what this has got on there. Is style outline buttons. Huh. So would that be this that gets the background color? Transparent? No. Maybe it's this thing. Somewhere there is a border radius happening. Very strange. It's getting a weird color. Oh, there it is. Preset shadow crisp. Okay, so here's the shadow, natural deep outlined. You know what's not happening is my shadow is not being loaded from my theme.json. So I should have right, so that's my palette. So this should be generating a like a var preset shadow and then natural, right? Or oh, maybe I can't have. I'd be dumb if I can't do that. Okay, I'm gonna do this again. What I'm going to do is reload this. Huh? I wonder if that's when your hover opens, you get the tooltips. It's called Chris. How are you seeing that, but I'm not? Let me just hold on. What is going on here? Button. Shadow. I'm not seeing any tooltips on there. I'm also not seeing, okay, you know what? Hold on. Sometimes I need to like activate a different theme. That's weird. And then I gotta reactivate this theme. Sometimes the theme.json doesn't get, oh, it's probably one of my extensions. I just disabled a bunch of extensions because they were being annoying. But there's a good chance. Button, shadow. Yeah, it's still not loading my preset. Interesting. I'm gonna get rid of that. I wonder if it's not, hold on. I wonder if it's not actually importing them. Anyway, that's really strange. Define what if new and customers can define the theme by theme.json, which I've already done. So that's strange. Okay, well, they're there now, but maybe I'm just doing something incorrect with the way that I'm registering these. But this is exactly how I registered them but last time. So that's very strange. That's very odd. Okay, let's see. Button, border, not border, shadows. Yeah, it's just not. Black shadow. Yeah. It's not getting loaded, but yeah, okay. So whatever reason, it's not loading. I have to dig in a bit more, but I think we should move on. Suffice to say, it is very cool now that we have borders in our like the UI is now in there. I know it's earlier in your inspector. Yes. So that's strange. Anyways, let's move on. I'm gonna dig into that a little bit further. Yeah, it could be. I mean, I'm also running 15.2.4, so something may have been changed in the next version of the plugin. You can now, what is this? Added custom CSS on a per block basis. We can look at that. So if we look at some, so each block now has the ability to add some CSS. So we can say, I don't know, what color, red, important. Is this gonna work? Yeah. So now we can do really good CSS there. Cool. So that's very similar to what we had before, where we had the global styles, but now we have it on a per block basis, and that'll save for all those blocks. That's pretty cool. What's this? So we were looking at the navigation stuff in here, which I thought was kind of neat. So there's a lot more going on over on this side now. So we have some really cool. Hey Taylor, how's it going? Welcome aboard. So we have some better navigation here for this. I think it's a really cool interface. This isn't really developer-y right now. It's just basically showing all the template parts and everything. So it's pretty neat. I quite like it. I'm going to switch over to the 2022 theme, just so we can see a bit more of what's going on in there. So like, we have all these templates that you can view. It's pretty handy dandy, right? And then you can just click. Oh, that was very nice. I quite like that. So what I did there is I clicked on single, and I get this. If I click on it, it goes into the edit. I really like that. Oh, nice. Tickets and flights booked for WordCamp 2023. WordCamp Europe. Well, I am hoping to be there as well. So if I am, let's meet up, and I'll buy you a coffee. That's free at the thing. No, I'll buy you a coffee. We can hang out. It's the least I can do for getting your name wrong for at least the first 5 or 6 streams that you were here. So anyways, it's just a nice little interface. I quite like it. It's gonna probably be divisive. People are gonna love it or hate it, but I think it's very cool. Can you get some cool WordPress merch? You can get, yeah, what do you want? I've got buttons. Do you want buttons? There's gonna be buttons. Have you been to a WordCamp before? That wasn't sarcastic, that wasn't meant to be as sarcastic as it sounded, but I don't have anything special. Maybe I do. Maybe I can find something. I don't know. What do you want? What do you want? Kev! It's Kev! Kev is here. What's happening? What time? Is it like, it's like 11 p.m. for you, is it not? Kevin! Yes, first. Oh, you're in Porto. Cool. All right. Well, you watched my Talking Slots. Oh my God. And I didn't even know? Did I know? Did we talk about this? Am I drawing a blank? Oh my God. Yeah. Anyways, that's awesome. Well, yeah, I'm gonna be most likely there. I've submitted a talk that I'm really excited about. I'm not gonna talk about it right now, but it's hopefully it gets accepted. It's like one super really cool thing that's coming to WordPress. Hopefully in the next couple of. You messaged me and I blanked you? No, really? Well, it's because I don't like you. Deal with it. Well, I will not blank you last time. I can't believe I ghosted you. That's horrible. I feel so bad. I'm over it immediately, but I'm glad I'm gonna get a second chance. So we'll do that. Having this singing with a friend here and watching people walk by. Nice, Kev. Well, I hope you're having fun. That's great. I love how it's like 11 o'clock. You're in Phuket, like one of the most beautiful places in the world, and you're like, I'm gonna go watch Ryan's stream. That's fantastic. So cool. Do I have what? Any inside? Inside info. Well, first of all, I have no inside info. Yes, I will have a Calendly link in place. I did that for WordCamp Agent. It worked really well, and I would love to do that as well. I will get it in place a bit sooner. This is something that I'm really, really excited about as well. This looks really cool. I don't know what's happened. I'm not up to speed on the status of it, but it's something that it's going to be very, very, very cool. Looks like they're still working through some small details. Oh, okay. So there's a focus issue. Yeah. So there's it just looks like it's a technical issue that he's running into. This is a really cool PR, and I think it'll be super, super helpful. Hey, City Wiz, just ship it already. City Wiz, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Yeah, we can't just ship it, because if we ship it and it's got focus issues, that's an accessibility issue, right? Like we can't focus something, we can't change focus. We just can't ship it. You just can't ship it. Oh, hey, Nomad Skateboarding. Welcome aboard. Thanks for the follow. Awesome. Yeah. You can always just ship. Yeah, you can. And then you alienate people who, I don't know, use like keyboards or like, screen readers and stuff like that. It's clear. It's going to be worked on. It is a very cool feature, and it's a feature that I think is going to help a lot. For those who don't know what we're talking about here, I'll show you. So if you're in a post, for example, let's look at this one, and we've got a bunch of stuff in here, right? In here, there's no way. No, I use mine. What this does is it allows you to rename things. So like if I put a group block in here, right, and I put a number of like if I just insert a whole bunch of group blocks, like no idea what any of these things represent, right? And so it's very thanks, Nomad. I appreciate that. That's awesome. You are also awesome. Thank you so much. So what that PR is going to do is allow you to add a custom label in here, because when I'm writing, I don't write a ton of posts, but when I do, I like to group it into sections, because then if you want to just reorder an entire section, you can reorder an entire section. I'm sure I'm not like telling anyone anything groundbreaking here, but when you have 50 groups, it's very hard to know what's what. Like when you select it, it does kind of show you, but it would be great if you'd be like, oh, that's my introduction group, that's my section 1 group, or whatever. And then because then you can just do this and reorder them, and it's nice and easy. So that's what that PR is going to do. And I'll talk to Dave. I know Dave from he's a colleague here at Automatic, but it looks like he's probably blocked by whatever focus issue he's having there. Anywho, I'm like an 80-year-old grandmother. Okay, so where were we now? We're also back into, okay, so we were looking at the navigation for the site editor. Other notable highlights here, we got some options for copy and pasting blocks between styles. I swear I did that before, but I don't know. I swear we already did this. Okay. Oh, cool. So what they've done here is if you have, say, styles on here, like this is not going to be a good, I'm going to get rid of some of these things because this is ridiculous. Oh, and you can also do this, which I love. Can I do that? Yeah, I can remove blocks. That's great. That's so cool. So I'm gonna put a paragraph block in here. I'm gonna use this thing. It's just this, right? And then I'm gonna do another one. Paste that in there, and I'm gonna do some background color. And I'm gonna do some whatever color, and then yeah, sure. And I think what I can do now is come up in here and go copy styles, and I can come over to this block and go paste styles. Oh, okay. So I don't know if you can see what happened there, but this happened last time too. I remember that. It was only available on HTTPS sites, and I'm running local and it's not HTTPS. And why is that? SSL, why am I not running HTTPS? That's weird. Because I've got this thing, right? Right? Press this. Okay, it's trusted already. Why don't you stop? Oh, maybe I just can't run it in HTTPS. Let me just see what I can do here. It's gonna make me log it. Anyways, trust me, it works. But I think I have to be running HTTPS, which you should be running HTTPS anyways, not HTTPS. Just one P in there. And oh, you know what? Forget it. It works. Trust me, it works. It's just because it's on it's because I'm not running an HTTPS site locally. So that's pretty cool. So I like when that they've added the paste styles button, because I don't know if you remember last time when you copied the styles, it worked, but then you had to like Command V or Control V to actually paste it, and it seemed a little counterintuitive. So this is that's a much better thing. So I've gone the rest of the stuff that we can look at now. Is mostly just the individual commits, and there's not a ton in here. I kind of scanned through them this morning. Nothing that really is going to like stand out to a developer as like, oh, this is going to be super helpful. I mean, all this is super helpful. There's bug fixes, like there's things for performance, like we're moving away from Lodash. You know, there's some experimental stuff. So a lot of documentation has been updated. So I'd recommend that you kind of scan through that stuff and kind of hang it and see what's in there, right? Moving away from Lodash to underscores. No, they're writing. When is what release, Kev? 6.2 release. Thomas, moving away from Lodash into writing native versions of those functions. So they're not. I think they're trying to move away from any kind of dependency. Are you talking about the 6.2 release? Release date. I think it is, where is it? March 21st, I think is what we're looking. Yeah, we're looking at March 21st, give or take. So this is the 6.2 release cycle, which is available here, and is actually happening. There's a walkthrough of the release of sort of like what's happening now. There is a walkthrough in there. Where is that? Is it on here? Where they're showing like a product review, basically, where they're going to kind of take people through it. And that's today, and it might actually be like now. Yeah. So you're welcome to leave my stream to go check it out, but I will not let you back in. No, just kidding. Cool. Okay, so yeah, so 15. So now let's look at 15.2. So 15.2 is a bit of a smaller release. It introduces. It's at. Oh, thanks, Robin. Robin 416. Perfect. I don't know if you have the link. That would be awesome. If you wouldn't mind. Thomas, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question. It's a good question. Thanks for dropping that link. That link that Robin 14 just dropped. Sorry, Robin 416 just dropped in there is the walkthrough, I believe, which is happening in an hour. Yeah, for live product demo. Yeah, I think what they're trying to do is move away from dependencies like Lodash and underscore, because they don't want to load the. I don't know if they're loading the versions that are like tree shakeable. So I think they're trying to do that. Yeah, and it's just one less dependency. And if we can write those functions that we're going to use anyways, and they're useful in the project. Okay, so edit template parts. There is apparently now theme. No, not editor, not themes. To the editor. Let's go into templates, and I'll go into the index template. And if I edit this, how do I get there? Let's move that, and we'll save it. Yeah, we'll save it. And template. So I'm not seeing revisions. Where do I get there? The option access. Okay, so this front page. So I did make changes. Don't you lie. Don't you talk to me like that. Maybe I have to make another change. Let's do like more changes. What do I got in here? Oh, that's the content. That's not the page I'm editing. Is it? Is that the page I'm editing? Let's see. Let's go. What is this? Query loop. Yeah, I'm gonna add just a post in here, and we'll go blocks. Whatever image. And I'm gonna go media library. Media library. I'm gonna put Kevin's beautiful face in there. I don't know if he's still around, but you're welcome. Save. and the template. There we go. Now we got the revisions. Yeah. So you can access the revisions, which is nice. So this looks like it's just basically the standard. Core should stop loading. What was that? What jQuery as well? Oh, we'll never ever stop loading jQuery. There's too many sites out there that still use jQuery, and we would break a lot. I don't know. I have no idea numbers, but I would imagine we would break a butt ton, which is a technical term for a lot of sites. Like so many sites and plugins use jQuery, and there's a lot of developers that just don't want to deal with modern JavaScript, right? So we'd break so much of the internet. So I think you don't have to use it. It's there. It's like Backbone is still there too. I think you don't have to use it, but it is there. You can enqueue it. Okay, so we looked at that one. So we already talked about like the navigating through stuff. There's some accessibility improvements, which are pretty cool. Again, I didn't drop this post, but paste. This is the post for 15.2. And yeah. I think there are still some internal parts of WordPress that also would probably use it. Like if you enable the classic widget screen, I think it uses jQuery because of the drag and drop stuff. So like there are some things that jQuery would probably have to use. Anyways, so there's a couple of things that I kind of wanted to point out more. So these are real developer things. So the first thing is we now have it. So in the scripts package, we use a lot of the scripts package. Oh, Kev, dear, what's up? Kev, thank you. Why didn't I didn't get a notification? What is going on? Notifications are all messed up. Kevin, man, I just can't explain how much I appreciate you and what you bring to this stream. Cool. So we have a new command. So we can run the watch command. We can run the start command without going into watch mode. So that's pretty handy because if you're not familiar with it, so in the scripts package, we have start, which is basically putting it like in watch mode. So what it'll do, it used to be, so like I'm in the plugin that I built, right? So if I go npm run start, this is going to say, it's going to put it in, it's going to build out the files, but these are like, these are, this is sort of like non-production. So you get proper errors. Like if you look at the JavaScript that's output, it's not minified, it's not obfuscated, any of that stuff. Right, so but now if you compare that with build gives you your sort of production ready code. Your files are a lot smaller, so on and so forth. Yeah, so now our build is like, if we look at the JavaScript here, you can see it's significantly smaller. But anyways, so every once in a while, it's nice to just run it and not put it in watch. So what you can do is you can run npm run start, and then we're going to pass some variables to it and call it no watch. So what I'm doing here, this is sort of, can you see that? I don't know if anyone can actually see that. Yeah. So I'm going to run no watch. So what this should do is run the start command, run the, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah. So this is going to run the start command and, but only run it once, which is super handy if that's what you're looking for. So that's cool. Now you can add it to your package.json file here. So, so what I did there, what you saw with the hash, with this sort of dash thing, that's how you pass flags and variables to a script that's been defined in package.json. So if you wanted to do it differently, you could do something like this, like no watch. You could just write your own, whatever you want to call it, no which, and then you should be able to pass no watch like that, right? So then if we run this custom script here, just by running, oh God, what am I doing? I'm breaking the internet. npm run. We'll get rid of that no watch. That should do the same thing. run it without watch. Anyways, so that's a handy little update there. Another thing is, so I don't do a lot with PostCSS. I know people do. So PostCSS, the .pcss extension is now supported in the scripts package. So if you have one of these files, it will know what to do with it, which is really handy. So that's a minor thing. Me with no caffeine. How many servers can I break today? All of them. Break them all. This one's kind of neat. So this is a Eslint rule that has been added, and it's for exhaustive dependencies. It's for React hooks. And if this page would ever load, basically what it's going to do is it's going to warn you when you have dependencies that you should be adding into things like a use effect. So here's an example that I have. So if you're not familiar with the way that like use effect works, there is an array of dependencies, and Kevin's going to tell me everything that I'm saying is wrong here in a minute, but screw him. I don't care. What's a good one? Oh, the dependencies one? Yeah. So this is now warning me that I use effect has a missing dependency, do something, either include it or remove the dependencies. So because I'm using this do something function inside of my use effect, I technically should be adding that to my list of dependencies. Now this is also yelling about something else. Do something makes dependencies, move it inside. So this is just a bad way of doing this, but I stole this from sort of a demonstration purpose, a demonstration on like basically the React site. So have a look there. And there's some other problems here. So that's not, oh, thanks. Yep, it's Nolan. Thanks for the follow. So anyways, so this is going to warn you when you've got stuff in here that you need to deal with, right? So for example, I don't know, like if I wanted to pass it something like that, right? This is going to yell at me about a missing dependency, and I should have something do something in here, and then it's still going to say, hey, you're missing another. So because I'm accessing some prop, I should also put it in here. Right now, this is a different issue. I'm not going to worry about it right now, but basically that's going to help you get your use effect and make sure that you're not missing dependencies. That could be stale data, whatever Kevin just said. But I said it first, so it makes me smarter, because otherwise the values inside the effect will be stale. Yeah. So that's a really cool little addition. Now I use a .eslint in here, and I just extend this, which is I think this comes with the built-in scaffold for create block. I'm not sure, but so this is what I'm using. I haven't changed any of this. This is the same thing that I'm using for all of my Eslint. This is sort of like the standard one, and so yeah. So that. Oh, you know what's happening here? I'm getting an error. I'm getting this Eslint. It's a conflict in my local machine. It's nothing to do with anything. And now it's just not working. There we go. Now it's giving me grief. So that's coming from my Eslint here, right there. Okay. So what was that? So I think that was it. I think that was all the ones that I kind of wanted to look at. So yeah, is there anything? So what have I missed in the WordPress world since y'all been here? Yeah, okay, there's that. Well, how much time? We got about an hour left. So we could do a couple of things. We could what can we do? Oh, I guess we could get back on the OpenAI block that I was working on. Let's see. Do I have this? What is this? I'm going to just go ahead and add all. All stream code. Just commit that. Oh, cancel. You have to actually stage things for them to be committed. This is very okay. And then let's jump over to my. Is it this one? Is it this one? I don't remember which. I do not remember which OpenAI. Second. No, I think 15.2 is also, that's a great question. That's a great question. You know what? I think it might be in here. Somebody asked a question. So planning schedule. So it looks like, where are we? Yes, you're right. So right here, according to schedule, proposed by Gutenberg will, so 15.1 will be included in 6.2. Everything after that will be in the next version. Now, the thing is that the stuff that I just showed you, specifically the scripts package stuff and the Eslint stuff, that's all available now because those are published as part of the individual packages. So the scripts package supports that out right now. Like, you don't need to have the plugin installed. You just, if you scaffold a block, if you use the latest version of the scripts package, or you upgrade to the latest version of the scripts package, you will get that no watch. You will probably, if you're using the Eslint plugin that ships with WordPress, that gets installed by the scripts package, if that's updated as well, you'll also benefit from that. But any of the UI stuff that we sort of talked about in this one probably won't be there. Reply to one messages on Slack. Yeah, so this stuff won't be included. The revisions and stuff, but there's a lot of really cool stuff going into this one that'll definitely be part of it, and all the stuff prior to this too, like shadows and custom CSS, global custom CSS, and custom CSS on a per block basis. All that fun stuff will be included. It's going to be a very cool release, very, very, very cool release. All right, enough of this. Let's look at. So where did I end up with this OpenAI code thing? I don't even remember anymore. Let's look. So where did I end up here? So I'm going to, I lost my page, go in here, posts, all posts, OpenAI. So where do we end up? Your site doesn't include support. I bet I have to turn the plugin on. Let's see. Where is it? OpenAI, activate. Let's go back. OpenAI, edit, and what do we got? People laughing. If I remember right, we were getting terrifying results for some of this stuff. Did I end up with this being like the 4 across? I can't remember now. Let's look. Yeah, cool. There we go. So these are the, I'm actually surprised that, oh man, that's just horrible. I keep forgetting about this, the terrifying human face thing that it does. Okay. Well, that's still bugging you. You could bring it up on the stream probably. Yeah. Is there something bugging you? Thomas, I think I owe you a Slack message around contributing to Gutenberg. I have to get back to that. I have like a list is not a lot, like a huge list of pings that I have to get at too. No. Oh no, not like this. Yeah. Oh boy. Okay, so I think I remember where we left off. So I'm gonna just open this up. I'm gonna go put it in build mode, npm start. And I think what we were doing is we were working on this modal. This is my modal, and that closes the modal, right? And then this is at the bottom. And I think what we wanted to do was we were working on getting some buttons in place. Is that right? Does that sound right? So we could choose the image that we wanted and have it insert into the, have you tried the Whisper API? I have tried the Whisper API actually, but only tangentially, is that a word? It's a word for today. I use it actually to generate transcripts for my YouTube video. There's a Python script that I'm using to do that, but which is kind of cool. So yeah, but have you done anything cool with it, Kev? I'd love to see it. Love to see it. People, let's go. Whatever. People laughing. We'll do that again. I'm realizing I keep hitting return when I'm trying to get that. I think what I need to do is set that up. So this is going to generate some stuff. And let's see what we do. so scary. Like so scary. Okay, so that's fine. That's fine. So let's look. Okay, components. What's in here? Image previews, sources. Okay, so that's the preview. Excuse me. Open the modal. Where's the modal? Here's the modal. This is at the bottom. Now, what happens if I... Oh, it's always at the bottom. Okay, so it's like that. So, should I... What is this particular doodad? Components. Where's this? This is component. No. This. Spec. Oh, get out of here. I want to go components. I want to go this. I'm going to click on this thing. Why is it? I hate you. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. Okay. So what is this thing called? Image? No. Component. I don't know, context provider. What is this thing? This is kind of annoying. I wish I could see the actual name of the component here. I guess I have to look in the modal. I guess I'm gonna have to look in the modal. What am I importing that from? Modal from components. So we're gonna go to WordPress components. Press components. There we go. We'll look at the modal. Is that thing pasting smiles on people? I don't know what it's doing, but it's living rent free in my head, and it's terrifying. You should have seen the hands one that was yesterday. It was like two people holding hands, but they had like 13 fingers. It's just disgusting. Like disgusting. So what are we using for the top? There is it's just a div, right? Stop, no. Components, modal, header, title, and title dismissible. Okay, so they're just putting a div in there. Let's just see what I can do here. So this is, it's just a div. What was the class name? I don't know if that's going to be what I want. It's going to I hope. Hello. Oh, that's why. Hello. What have I done? Oh no. Oh no. Okay. That's probably not right, but let's see. I don't want to keep hitting this API. What I want to do is, I'm just going to add another button. What's this image source? This thing down here. I'm just going to add a button. I'm going to call it test, and then on click. It's gonna open the modal. Right? Or do I just break everything? Ah, crap. Okay, it's not. Let's see. So we got the header. I put this on here, and I think the header is the problem. So is there that? Would there be a footer? Let's see. There's a footer. Use the footer class. Fantastic. Cool. I'm just stealing classes at this point. I had to go away for a minute. What are we building? So, well, we are building terrifying imagery from OpenAI. We're using DALL-E to generate images, and then I'm just working on this modal that is going to be used so we can insert the image that we want. That's basically it. I am wondering now if maybe the style thing is what's happening. You know, I can just do this. I don't know if there's actually a class called modal header. I'm just wondering if it's just getting dropped there because I have all that CSS. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. So there is no class called modal header. I'm going to put this back. And we're gonna give it like a height. I'm just gonna add some CSS in here because that's how I like to roll. And it's gonna be what, 100. We'll go 2 rem. I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't write CSS. And I'm gonna do that. Okay. And then we need an image. We need an image. So you know what? I'm just gonna do a little test. People talking. Ugh, press the button. Let's see what this looks like. So I click that. So that's fine. That's sitting. So I want it to kind of look like this. So I think so you're saying that there's a modal header and a modal footer component. Let's look. I couldn't find one, but that doesn't mean, that literally means nothing. So here was for M for modal. So there's modal, and it looks like it's just being handled like in the like just with CSS. Because if we look at the modal, it's right here. We've got, so this is the header right here. We got modal header. It's just being handled with some of this stuff. So I could probably steal this because I don't want to, I just want to write a bunch of code. So if I then do this and I wrap my div in there and Kev, subscribe with Prime. Did you already do that? And now that came in super late? Wait, anyways, I still appreciate you. So if I can move over here now, so what I kind of want to do is I kind of want to have this overlaid with the white background, so the image is kind of underneath it. And I don't know if that's, you know what, I need an image URL. That's what I need. I'm gonna grab this terrifying monstrosity, and I'm gonna put an image. Am I doing that? We got, but all right, I'm just gonna put an image in here. We're gonna go image. Source is gonna be, oh, there's my dog freaking out. And why is that looking? Don't know why that's doing that. Anyways, whatever, we'll look at it. Can't believe it's been a year though. I know, it's been a year, it's crazy. Okay, we're gonna refresh this and I'm gonna click this. Set active image. Oh, that's dumb. Okay, so anyway, whatever. Okay, it's just not working. I need to just for the sake of this, I'm going to do this. This is just going to be a quick and dirty thing. Just all right. So if I click on that, I get the image. So that's not giving me any background colors. So what's driving this background color? I'm just fighting with CSS at this point. So the header, no. So the header, the container doesn't have. All right, I'm just gonna set the background color. I'm gonna use my little CSS in here. Maybe I should actually use proper CSS for this. So like editor CSS, image previews, image preview. What is this thing called? Image previews, and it's going to be, this will be modal footer. Modal footer container. So I'll just grab that. I think that's going to be one of these image previews, right? I'm going to say background color is going to be var. And then that's not the thing I had it in my, there we go. Is that gonna work? Hopefully that works. Let's see. Okay, so let's click that. Still not working. Am I just not targeting it properly? Let's see. Is that inside of image previews? Yeah. components, modal, footer, container. It's not getting it. Let me move it outside this and see if that's doing it. Is this working? It's working. It's working. Okay. Oh, you know, when you just don't do CSS and then you're like, oh, this doesn't work, and you can't figure out why. Like, what is going on here? Components. So what is it? Oh, okay. So here we go. Hold on. We're gonna go image previews. I'm gonna put the. I'm gonna give this a class name. That's what I'm gonna do. This is gonna be components modal footer, right? I'm gonna do that. I'm going to come in here and I'm gonna say image previews. Now, inside of image previews, right? I should have. That. This is going to be display none. Background color, I'm going to say red, and why is my caps lock on? Super annoying. Red. Okay. And then try tailwind. No. Okay, I'm not targeting that properly. It's definitely not. It's definitely the issue. Wait a minute. There's no class. What is this? What is going on? I wonder if I need, this is going to be image modal. I wonder if, because that's in my modal and this is inside the modal and it's not, well, that's it. Oh, okay. Let me, okay, I think I'm not targeting my CSS correctly at all. So let's see what we got. This is, inspect this. I want to look at my modal and image modal. That's what I want. So I'm gonna go image modal, which I think needs to be like its own top level class here because it's not actually inside the block at all. And then I need to do this, and then I need to do this. And let's just see. Let's just see what happens. I will not try tailwind CSS. Okay, that did it. Okay, so that was the issue. That was the issue. So what I want to do now, all right, so my footer, so I have this stuff, which I'm going to just get rid of because we should be using proper, should not be using inline CSS. Position is going to be absolute. Come on. It's a special way of spelling absolute. Bottom. Come on. Bottom. I don't know what the height should be, but we'll figure that out. Okay, what's the height on this? Is this defined? Let's see. Let's see. 76 pixels. They're just going for it, eh? Sure. 6 pixels. Let's take a look. That. Is this because it's absolute? I wonder if it's because it's absolute that it needs to be, because that's not sitting at the bottom at all. Inspect. Oh, you know what? Interesting. All right. Well, whatever. That's strange. Let me release on. Is this something I'll release on .org? Maybe. I've been thinking about a way of doing that. It might be something. The only issue is this needs to have like a settings screen because you have to be able to sign up for your own. I'll have to build a settings screen for it because there's OpenAI account secrets and things like that need to be used. But I think it might be a fun thing to do. Yeah, so why not? I need to clean this up because it's ugly as sin right now, but we'll get that happening. Okay, cool. So we got some stuff happening in here. So in my modal, this I'm gonna do. I need a button, and it's gonna be is primary on click. No, this is variant, right? I'm gonna go primary, and I'm gonna go upload image, right? And I don't want that. That's not what needs to happen there. Just write your own modal that looks like core. Yeah, in my experience, if you overwrite core styles, it end up biting you eventually. Oh, absolutely, 100%. 100%. I am probably going to need to do, like, I'm not really doing anything. I'm just adding a footer. That's the only thing that I'm kind of messing with here is this footer. But yeah, I agree. Mess with core, and you get the horns. Why is that doing? Oh, I know why it's doing that. Because I have a height set, which is weird to me. Content align. Is this gonna work? This isn't gonna work. I don't know if this is gonna work. I want it over here. It didn't work. You bastard. Oh my god. How is it? I want to have it aligned right. Bottom. If I go right 0, will that do it? God, it's been so long since I've done any of this. I have to get better at CSS. Boom, boom. Nope, didn't work. Okay. Oh. That's not what I want. I'm gonna go margin. I'll go 2 rem 0. I think that should give me some space around the top and the bottom, but not. What is going on? Welcome to this, where I just basically fight with CSS forever. It's so annoying. The footer. So that's kind of what I want. All right. So in here, the footer, I'm gonna go boom. I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna go margin. No, I didn't apply relative to the parent. That would be smart. Position relative. This is probably gonna break all the things. I feel like I'm doing this completely wrong. Oh my god, what have I done there? Oh right, yeah, margin. We're gonna go 0. No, 2 rem 0. It's like box model stuff that I haven't messed with in forever. Yeah, it doesn't seem to want to do that. Why isn't it doing that? Let's see. What do we got here? We got footer container. Footer. Oh, I take the padding off that. I gotta take the padding off that. Right. Take the padding off that. I don't think I need this anymore. Come on. I think that's too much. There we go. That's better. Okay. So we can do that. Maybe actually what I should do is have a, what would be very cool is being able to switch images. So anyway, so let's, all right, I'm going to put, so that's kind of what looking nice-ish. What I want to do now, I'll get this back. Oh God, get out of here. What is this? Okay, so I should have that. I'll just leave it as a test. And then this is, I'm gonna just hide this because I don't need any of that. So this should give me the thing. So what I want to do is when this button is clicked, and then in this button, I need to upload that image. And so I need to do that. Okay. So if I go people coding badly, and let's just see what pops up. Excuse me. Whoa, terrifying. Is that web dings? Is that what that was? Oh Lord. So now if I click this button, what I want to have happen is this will get uploaded into the library. So that's what we're going to do. So then, and here I need an on click, right? And the on click is going to do all this stuff. So the open modal, so set active image. So I'm going to await convert image to blob, image source, upload media, unchanged. So, okay. So do I have a function up here? Convert image to blob. Helpers, what we got? This is all Kevin's code, just so you know. Now I'm trying to remember how I did it. How he showed me how to do it. Oh, okay, so we take the set active image. All right, that's right. So I'm gonna do a little helper in here, and I'm gonna call it. We'll call this const export const upload image to media library image source, and then I need to grab. I'm just the assistant. Yeah. When I first did this, Kevin literally wrote, "Do you want to keep struggling or do you want the right answer?" And he gave me the right answer. So without him, it was awesome. It was fantastic. I was very, very impressed. Okay, so we want to we're gonna need to do this, right? Save that. So this is not gonna be that. This is gonna be image source. So this should give me my blob. I'd still be fighting through it. Come on now. Clean for slug prompt. Oh, I need the prompt as well. Okay, so I have to pass the prompt in here. Right. Oh, right, because the thing I typed is going to be the name of the image. This is the universal symbol for thing I typed. Just so you know. Just wanted you to know that. Okay, so this doesn't actually return anything. Does this return anything? I'm just going to do const status equals. I'm assuming I can do an await on here, and then I will return status. Return status. And I will console.log status as well. See if this works. Okay, so this should take the image source and the prompt. So if I come over here, I should be able to import, what's this thing? Upload media from helpers. I'm gonna use that. So I'm actually not gonna need this anymore because I'm not gonna use it. And then the on click, I'm going to say, it's gonna be, is this an async function? I should just be able to do this, right? And then I should be able to use active image is the first param. And then where's the prompt? I need to get the prompt. Is prompt being saved? Image previews, image sources. Okay, so I need to get image previews, image sources, and then prompt. Prompt. Okay, so I have to pass the prompt in here. So I say prompt. Okay, so now, so this is a lot going on. So my component handles the image previews. It's going to get all the image sources that have been retrieved, and it's going to pass the prompt in there because in my component, I am going to be uploading the image. So, and then I need to get prompt out of here because it's being passed as just a standard component. I need to pass prompt in here, and then so this should hopefully just work. I just don't have the time. What's this? By the way, I have the block diffusion plugin and often get emails from people want to eat one. Essentially ways to monetize for their use. You could start with angle. There you go. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Okay, so let's test this. We're gonna go people laughing. Seems like a good gosh darn it. All right. So hopefully when this uploads, because Kevin provided the code and his code is perfect. Let's see, which is the least terrifying? That wow, that is terrifying. What is this one? That looks kind of good. That's worse, I think. I don't know. What do we think? Which one should we do a poll? I'm gonna do not that one. That one terrifies me. I'm gonna do this one. This is the one. Are you ready? We're gonna do this one. Oh, I'm gonna actually just get into my inspector controls as well, so I can look and see what I got. Oh, I don't know what that's all about. I don't know what is this top. Okay, I'm gonna go in here, and I got on clicks for the function. Oh, type of object. What did I do wrong there? Oh, I think I did the button thing wrong. I think this is a function. I'm sorry. This should be like this. That's what that should be. It should be calling if this is a function that needs to call an internal function. So that's what we'll do. Let's try that again. Oh, we're gonna lose our awesome. You're saying my code didn't work. Oh no, your code. Yeah, Kevin. I didn't get to your code. People laughing. I just didn't do my code right. I called your code. So by extension, your code didn't work. Okay, let's see. Let's take this terrifying monstrosity. Still don't know what's going on there. Oh, value, key prop. Okay, whatever. We'll deal with that later. So let's see what happens. So we upload this. Upload media is not defined. Oh, God. Really? Am I not importing it properly? I'm probably not importing it properly. Where's helpers? Nope. Where is... where did I import that from? It's not in there. Oh, don't look at that. Don't you look at that, you bunch of stealers. What package is it from? Crap. Okay, we gotta look at what was the thing that I upload media. So I think I can't remember the name of the package. It was media utils, I think, right? WordPress media. I think it was media utils. I think it's this one. I think that's where I need to pull it from. Upload media. Yeah. So I need to media utils. Okay. We'll get there. Promise. We will get there, and we will get there, and we will be happy about it. Import. I guess it's what, media utils? No, sorry. It's upload media from WordPress media utils. That is what this is telling me. That is an object. That is an item on there. Try it again. Try it again and try it again. Man, I'm a little rusty with the old codes here. Oh, well, I'm rambling on. Is anyone here from the meetup group? Because let me know so I can say hi. I say this every week, and I'm going to continue saying it, but I'm just trying to get a sense of how many people are actually dropping in. All right, we'll generate this image. I'm going to get a unique feed warning, key prop warning on these things. So you can stop that. Let's look. That could be the scariest thing I've ever seen. We're going to, oh, Lord. Oh, we have a winner. Okay, here we go. Clean for slug is not. Oh, what am I doing? Clean for slug. Am I not import? Where is clean for slug? Where did I put that? Clean for slug. Where is this thing? Components? Is it in here? This is the problem, Ryan. This is it in helpers? Oh, that's from clean for slug is from another. another place. Clean for slug. Oh God. Okay, edit. That was another package, wasn't it? Clean for. I think it's from the URL package, isn't it? Yeah. So I need to access that. Oh my God, this is getting ridiculous. So let's see. Why is it not yelling at me that that's not a thing? Import clean for slug from WordPress URL. Let's try it again. Oh, I'm really sorry that we don't have that image because that's hysterical. All right, people laughing. I can edit this down and just be like, oh, no. It's the problem is it takes forever to do all this stuff. Like to generate the images. Okay, let's see. Come on now. Give me something that's terrifying. That's a good one. That is the winner. Let's go. Okay, so let's see. So this is the blob. So this looks like it returned the URL. Right? So what is the helpers? Okay, on file change. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so what else we got? So what is this one? Okay, I just clicked on that one, I think. And then this one, same thing. Okay, and it looks like it doesn't actually return anything. It doesn't return anything in the status. So that's cool. Okay, that is possibly the worst one yet. You're right, Kev. It's amazing. Oh, and you know what I need to do then? Okay, so that's been inserted, but what do I do with it? Now I need to, like, should it? So that worked. That's awesome. So it's a 1024 by 1024 square thing, and that gets inserted. Oh my God, that is the worst thing I've ever seen. It is phenomenal. Wow. Okay, so there's some flow stuff here I have to figure out. So I click insert, and when it closes the modal, it needs to, what does it need to do? It needs to like insert a media. It needs to insert an image block. Because that's what we want it to do, right? So, okay, so then how, so this is a bit, okay, so on chain file chain console log file dot URL. So this, so on file change, I'm going to need to have it, could use replace block. Yep. Yeah. Yep. That would be cool. That'd be a way to, well, no. Do we want it to replace the block? Do we want it to replace the block? Maybe it can, So when this runs, what it's going to have to do is in this on change, it's going on file change, which is basically when it gets uploaded, we'll have the URL. So then what I'll have to do is, like, I could do something like I could do like, what is it like? I have to like create a new block instance, a new image block instance with that URL, and then insert it. Because right now there's just, I just placed that one. So we've got this OpenAI block. Yeah, I don't know. You're building the same thing. Have you checked out my block diffusion block? No, I haven't. Am I building the exact same thing? I mean, I've seen it, but I haven't looked at the code for it. Oh, that's cool. So you're building the same thing. So what you're telling me is this is pointless and I should stop. That's what you're saying. Yeah. Okay. Okay, well that's cool. People are pinging me here. All right. Well, just OpenAI said stable diffusion by replicate.com. Okay. Well, that's cool. All right. Well, I'm gonna look at your plugin there then, Kev. So what you're doing is you're taking the image that's been uploaded and then you're replacing the entire block with it. And then just replacing the block with an image block, passing the parameter, the URL or whatever, something along those lines. It'd be really cool, actually. See, now I'm thinking that this is maybe not. Maybe this isn't the way to go. Like maybe this shouldn't be a block. I haven't seen your block, so if you tell me that you've already done this, I'm gonna punch myself in the face. But what if this was not a? This interface was not a block. What if this interface was like a panel on the post, right? So you could do a search and you'd get these small, you know, you get these images that show up here, and then you get the modal, and then you could say I want to insert that, and then yeah, see, I knew it. So how are you putting this in? Is it like a document settings sidebar panel? Yeah, I don't know. So it goes in the sidebar. You do a search, immediately inject an image block, and open a modal. Oh, that's what you do. That's it. So you handle all of this stuff that I'm doing in the block in a modal that then just. Okay, that's cool. That's a really cool way of doing that. I like it. I like it. So go download Kevin's plugin because it's clearly better than what I have going on, but it's pretty cool. That's pretty handy dandy. Well, what might be neat is to have it in some kind of place where you could do a search and you could be like what if you needed multiple, like you want to have multiple images of people laughing for whatever reason, right? So you have a list and you can be like, okay, I like that one, and every time you click this modal, it would insert the image. So you could have multiples, right? So you just, you know, or even drag and drop. That'd be cool actually to drag and drop it. Like what if you were to drag this out of the sidebar, get out of here, and drop it onto here, and it would be like it would insert the image for you. Anyway, so there's lots of options, but this is pretty cool. I don't know. I'm overthinking it now, but that would be a fun thing to do. But we are coming up on time here, so I think this is a good stopping point because we actually have everything is now uploading correctly to the media library. And I'm going to probably, I don't know what I'm doing next week. I'm going to probably continue working on this next week. I'm going to wrap this up. We'll kind of call it done. So maybe I'll spend a bit of time on it, kind of getting it. Let's use generated as a source for the next generation. Oh, that's cool. Yes, because there is actually an option in the OpenAI the OpenAI API to take an image and pass it back to the API and have it sort of refine it, which I think would be cool. So I haven't played with that at all. But yeah, I think that's pretty neat. But anyways, Kevin, it's now midnight for you in Thailand. Please tell me you are still out having beers with friends and not just hanging out with little old me. It was a pleasure hanging out with you though in Thailand. If you're going to go to WordCamp Europe, let me know because I'm pretty sure I'm going as well. Also, Taylor's coming. Terrence, he's coming. He already booked his ticket, so that's cool. All right. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap this up, but thank you everyone for coming. And next week we are going to be Yepis Nolan. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you. Yeah. So next week I think I'm gonna wrap this up, and then the week after that we'll have the Gutenberg 15.3 release, and then here's I am going to do a stream probably like at the end of this month where I want people to bring me their problems, like bring me your block stuff that you're having issues with. That I'm going to figure out a delivery mechanism so I can look at this stuff, but we're going to try to, fix some of these issues live if we can. So that's a thing. This is the first time I'm going to try it. So I have to figure out a way of like getting people's information and then, determining what we're going to work on and so on and so forth. So anyhow, so keep that in mind. And before we leave, I'm going to go see who we can raid. Let's see who we can raid. So looks like finite singularity is we always rate him. He's good times. But there's also the Primogen. If you haven't seen him, he is a frantic ball of energy, and I love him. Hey, Shura, thank you for coming. It's not creepy. It's all good. I really appreciate you coming here. Well, we're doing this every Thursday, 10:30 Eastern. So please come back. You're more than welcome to hit that follow button if you will. That'd be cool. So we're gonna raid. You know what? We're gonna raid Finite because he's a really nice dude and he is awesome. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna raid in 7 seconds. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please give it a like. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for more content about Gutenberg and WordPress development.